Chad. Morning, everybody. Chesapeake Bay live crabbing. We're out here this morning. We're between Balmer and the Bay Bridge. Cloudy day, a little cooler today. It's only supposed to be upper 70s, low 80s today. Been a nice day. Catching a few crabs. Nice big giant crabs. Definitely some nice big stuff mixed in. The doublers are here. It's been a good morning so far. Water temperature still in the 80s. It had been hot up until these last few days. Get a chance, hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, give us a subscribe, hit the bell, you'll get all our notifications. Where's everybody watching from this morning? This road's a little slow. Nice big crabs mixed in now. It's your weather change here last few days. Definitely slowed things up from what it was. Nice rockfish. Pretty fish. There he goes. Morning, Brian from Carolina, Southport, Carolina. A lot of Carolina on here. Charlie Don Surf, Duncan, Texas. Don't have my other phone set up. I should have got them grabbed another phone. Misread the comments. Got a few nice big white perch today too. Guess it's cooler weather. Stafford, Virginia. Yeah, I hear it's probably I can imagine it's probably hot in Texas. Hot. Kind of rather have the 90s, high humidity and nasty weather, because it makes the crabs hungry. This cooler weather slows them up. These big males right now are doubled up. They're chasing these females. Just another day on beautiful Chesapeake Bay. Little guy. Mostly all we ever see here on flounder is the real small ones. They're maybe, I don't know, 8 inches or something. Ain't much to them. I guess this upper bay is kind of the nursery grounds for a lot of the spot hardheads. See a fair bit of flounder this year. Had a good hatch. A lot of decent sized rockfish too. In that like 12 to 16, 18 inch range. Another flounder. Little guy. Little. Ain't much to him. Long little. Hey, Pasadena, Maryland. Thanks for checking in there, Bip. How's my quality, video and audio? Good pot coming up, 6-7 crabs. Nice. Anybody go down to Waterman's Appreciation Day in St. Michael's yesterday? I guess everybody's checking in, ain't from Maryland. I know my wife did. Pretty good. Great, thank you. Our last stream was pretty poor quality. Just never know out here. The conditions are not super good for live streaming. Sometimes you don't get the signal you need, whatever else. But here we are. Very few females, mature females today. shrimp heads for bait. Pretty much mostly what we use. Surfside beats South Carolina. We got North Carolina and South Carolina checking in. I don't know if this front here is part of the nor'easter. It's a nor'easter or something coming on. If that's this weekend or. There's a dirty pot on the bottom. We have John from Australia. What's going on? Price of gas come down. Last time I talked to you, it was like $10. We're down in the $3.80 for gas. Got paid $4.59 for off-road this morning. Less than $100 to fill my truck up. Well, not fill it up. It's still $10 there. Wow. Said it's $10 in Australia for gas. Oh, I don't know. $10 in Australia. Yeah, crazy. Good morning from south somewhere. I missed it. South Louisiana. You got the two-step on here. Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, Chris. We got Cameron on here today filling in for Mickey. Mickey had a doctor's appointment or something. You know how them old guys are. Got Jake and Chris Collins. Crabs, some nice bigger stuff. I'd say we're setting the world on fire, but we ain't going backwards, so. We really need to get a stretch of weather to get these pots moved north. Start moving this further stuff south, up. Get set up. September is probably going to be really good. Be a lot of nice pretty crabs around, dark, heavy. Once they drop these females, should really have some crabs. Crabs starting to harden up. A lot of lighter stuff, a lot of cookie cutters. Need one more shed on them. 4 or 5 crabs in that pot. Going. Morning, Aviator. What's going on? There's a good pot, 6-8 crabs. Centennial, Colorado. What's the weather out in Colorado? Another good pot. Take these all day long. Hot. I think everywhere is hot. We've cooled off here though. We had a cooler beginning of summer, and then it got real hot, miserable 90s, upper mid 90s, and real high humidity, and now it's cooled back off again. And I think it's supposed to stay in the lower 80s. Rockport, Texas. Aviator said he's visiting Timonium. Up from Florida. Imagine you're loving this weather, Aviator. It's definitely probably got to be a lot cooler than Florida. Good. to it here at the beginning of the next row. Try to keep the temperature up when the pots are getting dirty if it ain't. On up here, grab this. Just work up here, Chris can get it. Pots get tangled up sometimes. They got loose log rings and the wire grabs sometimes, and it's always something. A little bit of chop. We got some northeast, I don't know, it might be 12, 14 mile an hour. Drizzling up here. We dip the pots in hot water to kill all the growth. If we don't do it, they get real dirty. Yeah, you two, have a good day. Basically sanitizes the pots. Art, there you go. Ishi, I couldn't read it. Ishi Sart. Art. Trying to read it and drive at the same time, and it's shaking and we're gonna have a good day. We've had a good day already. Yeah, it's the Miss Paula is 40 by 12. It's glass on plywood. So it's fiberglass over plywood hull. Single Cummins 5.9 BTA 315 horsepower motor. Small cabin in the front. Like most traditional Chesapeake dead rises. Trying to keep the river clean for you. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys do different things. Some guys just power wash. I started dipping in hot water about, I don't know, 5 years ago, something like that, and tried to keep it a secret as long as I could because it works so good. But now pretty much everybody knows they're making them up in Maine, these big tanks or whatever with the burners on them. They're really nice. Crosby Welding. Bobby, thanks for the hearts, buddy. Hope you're having a good morning. Sorry about old Ben the cat.
That's Bob.
Strangest thing we ever caught, well, besides the growing starfish that Captain TikTok put in there, I've caught a gag grouper. Hey, Miss Karen, thanks for the thumbs up. We caught catch seahorses, cobia, some of the otter fish. Caught some of these little stingrays are pretty cool, like the Atlantic stingrays. What else? A lot of different types of fish, spade fish, pigfish, pinfish. A lot of stuff that's not normally here in the bay. Never know what you're going to catch. I had a buddy of mine put a lobster in my pot one time. Always goofing around out here. Gotta keep the monotony down. this other end. I fish pots, 25 pots on a line. They're 70 feet apart. And then we pick the pots up, set them back. Then we got to run to the other end to fish the next line. Usually I try to keep everything end to end and just work my way down an area and try mostly stay to the edges where we're crabbing now. When we move up north, it's just a lot of flat bottom. It's all 15 to 18 foot mud. You're looking for them clam beds where they're feeding. Pot there. We're still in the like 5 to 8 foot range. I did move a few pots earlier today out in like 13 to 15. But the crabs are kind of spread out now. My wife said you're doing a good job not overstuffing them lugs. So she's got to pick them up. My lovely wife helps me unload the truck at the end of the day. All the lugs got to be weighed. So, I'm going to do a pot here.
I definitely don't do that. Overstuff lugs.
Yeah, Jake never does. Got to weigh them in 40 pounds crabs is a bushel. Here there's lots small crabs, throwbacks. Yeah, we're seeing, especially up here further, we're seeing a lot of little tiny crabs crawling out the sides of the pot. Quite a few of them, 4.5, 4 3/4 crabs mixed in at times. Certain spots you see them where they just ain't got out of the call range yet. A lot of cookie cutters too, between 5 1/4 and 5 3/4. That's what we would call too a heavy smaller crabs, is what we call number 2 crabs. Number 1 is 5 1/2, 5 3/4, and up. Nobody really wants the small crabs. Settle for them, small and light. Those are usually the cheap crabs. Relatively cheap crabs. Ain't nothing cheap. It's been a good row so far. This is in 5 1/2 foot of water here. Weather the last few days has been better. We had a bunch of east wind that shakes it up in here. The young man. We go. Different guys come and go. Jake and Chris been here. Or Jake, I guess Mickey and Chris, and then Jake came on a little bit later. I think Jake replaced him. I usually pull out over the winter anymore. I used to take duck hunt parties, so I'd hunt December and January, and then usually just leave the boat in until April and then pull it out once a year usually, and clean the bottom, and then put new zincs on the rudder shaft and shoe strut. Keep them protected. I'll have some winter work, repaint everything over the winter. Got some work to do up. Got a spot of wood that needs to be replaced up on the front quarter of the hull. Usually just once a year. If the foule's real bad, then sometimes I'll have a diver come and scrub it. There's the pot. Most of these crabs decent, or are they squeezy? They're all hard. Alright. It's that little bit of rock and roll today. No, you can throw them over. I got a few left over from the weekend. Princess Anne checking in. Hello. Woo! Wolfman Farm. That's what it says. I'm glad to say it wrong. Hard to see. Bouncing around. You can tell it's dreary out. Ain't no sunglasses on. I pretty much wear them all the time, unless it's out like this where it's super dreary. Nice size, decent crabs, good mediums, good larges, and then them big giant jumbo crabs mixed in. Good row here, heading up. Not a lot of undersize, and the squeezier crabs we're throwing back now. I don't have really many people that want the lights right now, especially early in the week. I'd rather throw them back and catch them again when they're nice and heavy. fiberglass boats, like Phil Jones and Hookers On and Chesapeake boats. Who else? There's a guy on the lower shore building a few boats too, I think. Still building John Kinnaman, or J.C. Kinnaman, still building Kinnaman boats, which is the same one I got, the glass on plywood style. Definitely probably less of them being built now than there were, but still building some. Or more for charter boats, pleasure boats, stuff like that. Somebody made a comment about females. I missed it. Comes up again. I'll try to read it. A little rocky today. Northeast, I don't know, 10 to 15, I guess. Puts a little quarter inside tube chop on you. Not too rough to work, but just makes it a little less fun. It's actually starting to pick up. It's pushing closer to 20 now. Caught an 8.5-inch crab in a maggot yesterday. Wow, yeah, we had a giant one this morning. Had both original claws, and so it was a slammer. Beautiful crab. Somebody will be happy to get that one. See if I can find the other. Crikey. I missed that comment too. No, the dead cat's missing. I forgot my earpiece today, my other phone, and yeah, sadly it's wind noise. Probably can't even hear me now. I usually have 3 guys that work with me. One guy shakes the pots, one guy dips them, and one guy calls them. Somebody said, Tom said, never seen female helpers, only female captains. My wife's helped me in the past, but we dip the pots to kill the growth, the slime and the algae and all the stuff that grows on the pots. It kills it.
Come a soft crab.
take and put them ropes up, I hit a wave sideways or something. I don't want to lose any pots. They'll fall overboard when we stack them pretty high like that. Hot coffee today. Got half a bushel with 10 traps, 6 to 8. Yeah, good deal. That's a good day. Miss Val is a lady helper too. Yeah, you're right. Good morning, all. John, how you doing? Yeah, don't forget about Miss Val. Not often hot coffee in August tastes good, but it tastes good this morning. It's got that little bit of chill in the air. Might even have to use the microwave to heat up my burritos this morning. I'm going to run down to the next set of pots here in a couple hours. Nice big dark crabs there. From Carolina. Checking in. There's a nice big giant crab. How many crabs do you average per pot? It all varies time of the year, and I need like two nice, heavy, good-sized crabs per pot to have a good day. It's all it takes, 2 crabs. Right now we're probably averaging.
Couple of them.
Yeah, buddy. There you go. That's a big 7 3/4 8-inch crab. Right now you stack them too high so you get them put that one down. Put the third high down so it doesn't slide, dude. There you go. Then it won't tip over. Now you can go pretty high and it should slide. Yeah, some of these pots have 6 or 8 crabs in them, and some of them are smaller, females, different stuff, lighter crabs. So if I could catch 2 nice crabs a pot all year, I'd be glad to do it. Most common goosery. We'll talk about that. Usually getting stuck by a shrimp head. Shrimp have that rostrum on them. It's like a needle. chicken wire. Yeah, get hit by a pot. Got a half a bushel Friday. Used my Harris teeter bag. Got 13 crabs. And man, I don't know why YouTube does not leave the comments up for any length of time. Hard to read. Anyway, sounds like you got a good deal, George. I don't know. Somebody else comments, I'll read it. Somebody else had. There we go. Crabs for Christmas. There you go. Catching them inside the RXR bridge. Morning, Brian. Gotcha. So you put a couple away for Christmas. That's a good idea. Hey, Kev, we fish 500 pots a day, Mike. Well, here's a not so good chicken wire. Only one crab. So, yeah, some of them got crabs, some of them don't. Taught him everything he knows, so. Right. Salt crab, nice salt crab in there. Now also when we make a new repair, I usually add between 100 and 200 crabs, 100 to 200 pots a year. We're always working on pots. The average life expectancy of a pot nowadays is like 4 to 8 years. Used to be, 10, 12, 15 years. I got pots that are 15 years old. The wire is not as good as it used to be, for sure. Sam said he's seeing a pile of little crabs. That's good. We're definitely seeing them too. A lot of little tiny stuff. Right there at my beach, there's a lot of them crabs about that size. Little sheds washed up. Struggling to get a basket on the Wacomico at 4,000. Yeah, we've definitely fell off too. It's this weather seems like it slowed them up. Once they close back, another salt crab. That's a female salt crab. Yeah, that whole Bethlehem Steel area now is all Trade Point Atlantic. It's big Under Armour, I think, facility there, and FedEx depot, and a bunch of other big giant warehouses near Otter Creek Marina. Just a little chop today. Right there in Edgemere, gotcha. Yeah, a lot of change over there, a lot of jobs now. And they had all them cars stored there. I guess them Volkswagens stored there for a while too. Most of them are decent. Missed your comment, sorry. You gotta yell at YouTube, they don't leave the comments up very long. Traffic is so bad from Amazon, it's terrible. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that's right, Amazon's over there, that's what I was thinking. I know they changed, they're building that road too. Good morning, Grady. Thanks for checking in. that's for all the Amazon traffic. That was good. It was a good idea for Wolf Farms to build that place there. There was nothing there when they built it, but it sure is now. Salt crabs, paper shell. A lot of doublers. Well, I would say a lot, but definitely doublers now. I'm sure there's a lot of these big males are doubled up chasing these females. Today they had fallen off. Caught a lot of doublers Saturday too, yeah. Definitely that time of year. Good time to go check the poles, look for crabs hanging on the poles, and a lot of times the males will take that female and go hide. Not to trap is good when they're chasing females. Once they start dropping them females, they'll start trapping up again. September ought to be a pretty good month for nice big crabs, heavy crabs. Usually the weather's cooler, good time to eat them. Prices are usually down a little bit. In the bay and C&D Canal. Grabbed the Y Saturday, a lot of doublers and juveniles. I don't know of any famous. How much bait do we use a day? I don't know of many famous sinkings. We use nine flats of shrimp heads a day. Chop out, yeah. Makes it exciting, eventful. Well, shrimp head catches good as razors on trout line now. Nazi sub at the bottom of the Potomac, interesting. No, the shrimp work good because we leave the pots usually sit for 4 days, so the longer soak is what you need to break them shrimp heads down. The razors you can catch crabs on right away, like on trout line, but I've never heard anybody doing much on the shrimp heads from trout line.
I put my chicken nets in plenty of those.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Drink water out of the zinc, put zincs on the rudder, that's passing innocent. Yes, if we drink out of the zinc. Oh, Balmer language, Balmerese. I think it's going to be a little choppy down below here. Be straight side too when we get down further down. Not fun. Get that buster. Got to get another bucket, get some fresh water in there. Buddies just got higher on a boat to fish Alaskan king crab. Cool deal. They're probably starting to gear up some for that, I would imagine. I think that's October for king crab if they're going to have a season. Last year they didn't have a season. I think he's on a boat with Pirate on the front. Oh, interesting.
They look tired.
That's cool. Or yeah, it's definitely water's cleaned up a little bit. It's a little greener. There was a storm a couple days ago. We had some rain and all, and a little bit of rain last night. I don't think we're supposed to get much today. Just kind of dreary out. Favorite boat to show is Sig's on the Northwestern. Yeah, them guys are characters. It's amazing how long that show's lasted. It's crazy. Cool stuff. Neat to see all the different, stuff they have. They got amazing resource up there. Well, nah, there's one guy gets a little sick on here, but he ain't out today. This is just sloppy. It ain't even hardly rough, but. Ever found any squid? Nah, no squid. How many licenses do you have to get to crab? It's one license allows you to catch pretty much whatever in Chesapeake Bay. And then there's different licenses based on. They're nice, Buster, little baby. Grab me another bucket back here. Get some fresh water in this one. There's different licenses for how many pots you have. What's that? Yeah. Gotta add some water to that one and grab some. And then there's different licenses for clamming and oyster, and you got to pay a surcharge to oyster. How far from home are you when you're south of the bridge? I think we're maybe 10 miles from the bridge up towards Bakken there. The rockfish quota licenses are I don't know what they are. What's you call it? With a TFL with them, they're probably 15 grand. It depends on how much poundage you have for rockfish and all. TFL is like 10 grand now, which is 300 pots and lets you fish whatever. See if I can check these other comments without gloves are wet. It's so hard with YouTube. I keep complaining. I guess I should just complaining ain't gonna do nothing. Like a well-oiled machine out there. Great job. Thanks, Biff. What's the downside? Operating a smaller fishing boat, risk higher for it to, I guess, yeah, I mean, we don't see much big giant waves out here. We don't have much to worry about with any of that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, them guys up in Alaska and all, I guess. So, should you eat dead crabs? There you go. You got to do the leg trick on them. Pull their legs down, and as long as their legs pull, the meat pulls back in, then are they really dead? I would say, I don't know if they're dead or not, but they're still good to eat. Chesapeake City, yeah, I've been up there. It's a nice place too. Up near the C&O Canal. A fair bit of jellyfish. They've slacked up a little bit, but definitely still seeing them. They were really thick before we had that rain last week. Water is still definitely salty, at least for our area. You see the salt on the windshield. Hang on. Good pot, good pot. Chance, hit the like button. Forget to say that. Bait that we use, we're using shrimp heads for bait. Seems to work good for us. A lot of guys use fish. Use LY or menhaden really is what they are. Some guys use clams. Usually leaves the pot set for 4 days, so the shrimp will usually last, just about that long. Thanks for the thumbs up, Miss Karen. Crab air. Must have been laying on its side. It's empty. Some of that wind noise down. I forgot my earpiece, forgot my other phone that has the dead cat light on it. This whole YouTube crabber thing is not easy. It ain't for the faint of heart. I do enjoy it though. It's fun. Fun getting to talk to everybody, getting to show everybody what we do in the alien world we work in. Mostly everybody enjoys watching. But it has its challenges when it comes to filming. Running equipment and everything else. Everything's dirty and wet. There was a little baby crab that just crawled out the side. Definitely seeing a lot of them. A couple guys commenting crabbing. Seeing a lot of little crabs. It's good for next year, later in the year. Very few females all left and headed south. Few mature females we're seeing are stuff that's shed, that's squeezy. Order immatures. We're watching you and the crew. Well, thank you. Baby crab is just shed. Yes, that is true, Miss Karen. Anything is better than that. Ooh, nice big giant crab here. Not gonna let me get him out. Here, I'll show you the flounder. Got it. Gotta look quick. He's gonna go right out of my hand. Nice little flounder. He's only, I don't know, 10 inches or something. Little guy. It's mostly the size. Some love. That might only get one more use and then go home to the graveyard. Usually when we're done with a pot, we'll take and pull it all apart, pull the iron off, the call rings, the hook, the bait doors. They're usually, most of the bait doors are all coated wire. We reuse them, the rubber. Try to reuse, use what we can. It's expensive. Everything, prices have gone up so far on everything. There's a good pot. Here's some sea crabs. them giant big 8-inch crabs this morning. At least half a dozen or so. Monster crabs. Nice crabs in that pot. Giant crab there. There we go. Ever keep any fish you catch? Get to work, Ryan. Sometimes we use white perch for bait, and we're catching a fair bit of them. Some white perch are good to eat, but we can't keep the rockfish. The catfish sometimes we'll keep too. I kept a couple one day and did a little fish fry on the boat. I'll do another one here sometime. That was good. Definitely getting a little rocky, a little rocky. Waiting for the cowbell. I'll show you guys what we've been catching and let you go on your day. Thanks everybody for watching, and get a chance, hit that like button. Hit the like button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. We got only a few females today, very few. Looks like about a dozen. Got some salt crabs, peelers here, male peelers, female peelers. A couple crates of male crabs. Some nice, beautiful crabs in here today. Really nice stuff. Definitely some nicer crabs. Not quite as many as we were catching, but they're nice. I'll take them. Thanks for watching, everybody. See if I missed any comments. How far north in the river do crabs go? Crabs will go all the way up, way up. You can run all the way down to the next one. They'll go chasing that fresh water. They'll go way up the bay. Trying to knock that wind down. They'll go way up the bay and way into the rivers, chasing that fresh water. Thanks, Johnny. You too. Be safe. Did I answer the rest of them? Oh, there you are. Blue crab, Chesapeake blue crabs taste sweeter than others. I think that more has to do with because they bury in the winter, they store a lot of sugars, so they store them sugars up. I don't know. That's what I always say. You're looking for yellow mustard. That's your main, yellow mustard in the crab is the best. Miss Paula is the name of my mom. I think I got the rest of them. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. And as always, get to work!